I think it was good to be able to observe the lessons because it put you in as the role of the tutor, so you're able to observe from their perspective, and it would help us when we go out on school-based work. When the tutor's watching you, you're able to think, well, that I was in that position, what could I say and what was I thinking?
Yeah, and as well, whenever you were thinking about your own lesson, it gave you another viewpoint as to what you would already improve about your lesson and improve it even before you teach it. And as well, about when we go out in school-based work, it'll be nice to be able to know that we have the experience of being on the other side of the lesson, being behind the scenes as such.
Yeah, it definitely made you more aware of your audience, and you had to remember that you're speaking to the children as well.
Yeah.
And it was good also that it was very constructive, so it was a lot less daunting than having a meeting with your tutor.
Yeah.
It was with your peers. Team teaching was useful because there's a lot more hands in the classroom. That's why I felt, especially because our activities were very hands-on and creative, so there was a lot more guidance for the pupils if they needed help and if there was just one person.
Yeah, it's much easier to control a practical lesson. I felt a lot more confident doing a practical lesson when the children were up and about and doing things, and there was paint and it was messy. But it was okay because you knew there were a whole lot of people in the classroom.
I definitely feel it has improved my science teaching. Even the presentations that we just had, being able to see other people's ideas and what take they took on teaching the same things.
It'll be nice to be able to go out to school and be more confident in doing something different, so doing something out of the ordinary. Because now we've practiced it and we've had a run at it and we've seen what other people think and we've given presentations, and it'll be nice now to have the confidence to go out and be adventurous when you're teaching science.
And I would say the most important thing that I've taken away from the whole project is that it's so important to keep lessons practical. The children enjoy it so much more, get so much more out of the lesson, and if we had been sitting with worksheets, we wouldn't have got the same oral language, the same understanding of all the concepts.
To incorporate other subjects into, or other topic areas into science, that lent itself really well to that, and I think being the W5 and seeing a whole lot of different approaches to different parts of science really brought that together as well.
Our scheme was very cross-curricular. Yeah. There was art, there was PE, there was science and technology in it. So there was a bit of everything in it really. Especially W5 experience, you see that science can be more than just science, that there is so many links that you can make to other subjects.
Even if you're not labelling a lesson as science, you get an idea of the underlying kind of maths coming out, the literacy, the team building, further social skills, so much more than just
Definitely,
science.
Because beforehand it's always been, science has always been daunting for me. As a result of this project, I feel I can teach science more confidently, and I'll be happier to go out and teach science and to be more practical and be more adventurous with it, and to bring in as many other subjects as possible.
I think as well we have to kind of realise as practical teachers it doesn't always have to be set by the book, and if a child says something to spark another idea, you just have to go with that and listen to what the children are saying and take up
this
on
project. As a teacher, I would be more likely to take the children to W5 because we learned that there's so much that the children did learn from their experience at W5, from the exhibits and from the workshop.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the exhibits to do with forces that we were teaching. They learned everything. They learned different things about light and about, there was geography, the weather and things like that. They learned so much more than just science.
And even aside from the actual topic areas and the science end of it, it was great to see them in a social context and really making use of being in a team and a team situation and talking about what they could see and what they noticed. It was really nice, which is maybe more difficult to recreate in a classroom.
As well as that, being at W5, we know how supportive the staff are there, and they give lots of guidance, and there's so much for the children to do, they're never idle.